Hello to everyone, guys. Today in this video, I will just show you how to add fields in portal side. So before I will just discuss what we are going to practice today, let me just show you. I'm using Odoo 16 as usual. If I go in settings, I just show you it's Odoo 16 Community Edition. And for practice, we are using Visual Studio. In Visual Studio Code, I have got my custom add-ons folder, and in my custom add-ons folder I have got my module name, which is customization. And for practice, I'm just adding all the files, XML, Python, JavaScript, and all files here in this module named as customization. Right. Okay, what is the topic today? It's portal side. We want to add some fields. So let's, okay, guys, if you have not installed project, just install it before, because I have already installed it. And the way to install project, if you go in apps and you can just type project there. After that, you will see project app there. You can install by clicking on these three dots, and then you will see install button or activate button. Or if it's not been activated, then instead of this install, it will be activated there. Just click there and it will be installed. So because I have already installed it, just click on project. After installation, you will see three projects here. I click one project, which is renovations, and these are my tasks. If I click on any task, all the fields are here: description, extra info. And okay, this is the normal form view of project task. This is the model project.task. Now I have duplicated this. Okay, let me just duplicate this page. And now, you know where web is written, you need to replace it with my. Press enter. After pressing enter, you will see the portal side of project.task. So here you go. This is project task portal side. Sorry, not project task portal side. This is just portal, a user portal side. And here, uh, so this is the just portal side. And here you can see quotations, sale orders, requests for quotation, purchase orders, and projects, tasks, everything there. If I click, as you see, there are only three projects here. If I go in the normal form view side, project side, so if I click on projects here, you will see there are only three projects, which you can see here as well. And there are 31 tasks as well. If I click on tasks, you will see that all the tasks are there. If I click room one decoration, a task, so you can see all the details of that task. So our topic today is, I want to add task fields on portal form side. Okay, so what I mean by this, if I, this is a task bathroom, and extra info, this is a page. So what I want to do, I want to add this field sequence and email. So let's say there is email test dot. So what I want, that when I click this task, the task here, and if I click the bathroom task here, it's here. So here I want to see sequence field and email, or it doesn't matter, this task or any other task I want to open, I want to see those fields there in my portal site. So how we can achieve that? Let's start. First of all, we go on Visual Studio Code and we want to add now a new file. So let's start by adding a new file. I would say project underscore portal views dot xml. Let's copy this and add it in manifest file first of all. So here I would say views and then the file name. Okay, this is the manifest file now. Okay, now we want to inherit this view. So as you know, in normal form view, if you want to inherit, so we can just go in this debug mode and we can just go edit view form and we can get inherit ID from here. But in portal side, we cannot do like that. So how we can get inherit ID and uh, how we can do that? So for that, you need to go in Odoo modules. So click on Odoo and then add-ons, and then you need to go in project. Go in project. After going in project, you need to go in views, and in views, you need to find this file, which is project portal templates. Okay, so these are the templates basically. This is the file which is responsible for all that form view, tree view, and everything you can see. So this is a widget template. This is portal my home. This is the when we click, when we go in portal, we can see there this there portal my project. So this is for the my projects. This is portal my project layout and further widgets and divs. This is the portal task list. So, this is when we, yeah, this tree view is basically this one, task lists. And then we don't want to inherit this because we want to do the, and these are my tasks. And this is portal. Okay, this is what we are going to inherit, portal my task, because uh, when we click on each single individual task, then we want to see those fields. So this is the ID, this is the inherit ID. So how we will write it there? We will write it there project dot portal my task underscore my underscore task. So we will inherit this, and where we will add our fields. So let me just uh, okay. So first of all, in this file, we need to check where we will add our fields. So this is the task content. So in task content, you can see this is a card and card header, and this is card body. So what it means, if we click on any task here, we can see, so this is the header and this is the body. So what we want, we can just add after this allocated hours, we can just add in this space. So, but first of all, we need to create our file. So we have already created our file. So let's just copy the content. So let me just copy the basic syntax from here. Let me just copy this and paste it here. So that's it. And we can start by template ID, and we say anything. We say portal my task, and we can say inherit, and here we need to give inherit ID, which is, I have told you the template ID is here. This is the file, and we want to inherit not the list, not the task. So this one, portal my task, I copy from there, and here project, because dot control V. So because this is in project module, so that's why we have to give first the module name and then the inherit ID. Okay, and now we are doing XPathing. Yeah, so you will remember how we are doing XPathing. First of all, we say XPath and then XPath expression. and then slash the div we are going to uh, target, and the div will be, let me just check. So ID, let's check. We are going to target in portal my task. First of all, we are going to target task content. So ID is task content, and this is the class name. So what we will write there, XPath expression and slash slash dev, and then at, we say ID is the name of the ID, which is task content. Okay, we close the bracket here, and then next div we are going to target. We go there in task content, and we go then in card body, because this is the div which is responsible for all the text which I show you before. So in this div we will say uh, again ID is right. We close this and we say position after. Okay, so we have target this now. Now in XPath we are starting a div class is, we say row. We are just making a row here, starting a div class, and then in this div class we are starting a new div, and we say, and let's assume we start with col 12 col md 12 pb dash 2. Guys, these classes, if you want to have an overview, you can just go in Bootstrap and you can just look um, for these classes. Okay, we are just making a heading here first of all, and I would say sequence. So this is the heading, and now after sequence we want the actual field. And in portal, how we will get the field here, because that is a character field first of all. So I show you, if I go in extra info, if I scroll my mouse there, you can see sequence there, and that sequence is sorry, integer. It's not text field, it's an integer. Okay, so how we will get it there? Input type is equal to, because it's integer, so we will say it's number, and then I would say let's give an ID, and that ID is also a sequence, and then T value, attribute value, and I would say it's task dot sequence. I will explain all this, um, but let me just put the code in there, and after that I can also give a class here, and this is form control, right? So this is one field. Let's copy this and paste it here. Let me just give another one. Let's do the same div. That's fine. In sequence, I would say email. Input type is not number. That is a text, because that is a character field. I would say this email. Sorry, control Z. Email cc, that is the field name, and attribute t at value is task dot, I say email underscore cc, that's a field, technical field name, and class, just leave class here, Okay, guys. So this is it. Okay, let me just explain you this code first. First of all, the code is enclosed within Odoo tags, indicating that it belongs to an Odoo module. The data is inside these Odoo tags. The template tag is used to define a new template or modify an existing one. It has two different attributes. ID, it assign an identifier to the template. So this is the ID, and then inherit ID. It specifies the template to be inherited. In this case, it inherits the project.portal my task template. So inside the template tag, we find the XPath tag. This tag allows us to specify the location in the existing template where we want to insert or modify elements. And it has two important attributes. Expression, it specifies the XPath expression to identify the target element in the template, and position, it determines where the new elements should be placed relative to the target element. Within the XPath tag, there is a div element with the attribute ID is equal to task content. This identifies the target element where the new field will be inserted. And inside the div element, there is another div element with the attribute ID is card body. The position after attribute in the XPath tag indicates that the new fields will be inserted immediately after the div element. So inside the row, we find the first div element with classes col12, col empty12, pb2. This represents a column that holds the sequence field. The field is defined as an input element with type is equal to number because it's an integer. And following the first column, there is second div, and in that second div, it holds the email field. The field is defined as an input element with type is equal to text. The name attribute is set to email CC because that is the technical field. And in summary, this code inherits an existing form template called project.portal underscore my underscore task and adds two new fields. So let's just check this now. I'm just going to restart Odoo service and upgrade the module. Module is just going to be upgraded. Okay, it has been upgraded now. If I go in, okay, first of all, let me just go in project. Okay, sorry. I click renovations and task I choose and room one paint. Here, if you see sequence is 10 and email, what I just want to write here test at test.com. So this is the email. I'm going to save this task. So sequence is 10 and this is the email, and the name of the task is room one paint. Now I'm just going in the portal view. I'm refreshing this and I'm clicking on tasks and I'm choosing room one paint, I guess. Room one paint is here. I click it here, and if you see sequence is 10 here, this is the name of our field, and email is also there, test at test.com, which I entered there. If you see here, this is the email and this is the sequence. So guys, this video already has been uh, around like 20 minutes now, and so this is it. This is a very general and basic view. I've just told you how we can add uh, our fields, but you cannot add many to one field like that, one to many to many like that. That is another approach which I will just show you, or I will just go into that detail in my next video. And then how we can save that data in different forms, because then you need to create new controller. And I know there are many videos, they are just talking about very basic stuff. So my main motto is not just to talk about very basic. This is not basic, guys. This is practical. This is a very proper stuff, and this is why I'm discussing. So well, I will just take you further, and I hope you like this video. If you like it, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe this channel, guys. Thank you so much. See you in next video. Cheers. Bye bye.